Hi my lovelies, and welcome back to Crazy But Not Dangerous. I'm Short Yvonne. Today we're going to make my favorite salad, coleslaw. Yay, hooray! Let's get started. Let's start by making our dressing. So here I have about 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. And I'm using a Hellmann's full fat mayonnaise. You can use whatever kind you like. But let's go ahead and add 1 1/2 tablespoon of red wine vinegar to this. You could use apple cider or white, whatever you have on hand. This is just my preference. There we go. And then let's add some black pepper. How about that? And I want to add quite a bit because I really enjoy black pepper in my coleslaw. It offsets the sugar and the acid, gives it that little bit of bite. And I am going to add 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. It might need more. We'll see. And then I'm going to add a slightly unusual ingredient. I'm going to add some Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. You know, it's got the happy Creole on it. It's one of my favorite spices. And this has everything in it. It's very inclusive. It's got onion powder, garlic powder. It's got a little bit of red pepper, salt and pepper, and all kinds of things. And I am going to add about 1/2 teaspoon of it as well. Might need more. We'll see. Okay. We are going to add 2 teaspoons of granulated sugar. Just your plain old white granulated sugar. No big deal. But it gives it that little sweetness that you expect from a coleslaw. And just a little bit of, yeah, they all go together so well. The saltiness of the Creole seasoning and all of those spices, the pepper and the vinegar and the sugar. And I'm just going to get this all stirred up. And we're going to give it a little taste to make sure that we've got everything just right. Because you should be seasoning your food and tasting it as you go. Making sure that it's delicious. You can always add more. You can always add just a little bit more. Alright, let's give it a little taste. Got my handy dandy little toothpick. And that's delicious. And here I have about 1/2 cup of nuts. This is a mixed nut variety. It's got walnuts, it's got pecans, it has cashews, almonds, macadamia nuts. Anyhow, this was left over from a party mix that I had, and I put it in the freezer because I didn't want it to go wonky. And now I'm working through it, and we've moved on to another nut mix since then. So into my dry pan here, I'm just going to go ahead and throw my nuts in there and just give those a little toast up on 3. And of course we have a cabbage. Mine is fairly small. It is very tight. It is also pretty fresh. I'm excited to get that going. I'm just going to go ahead and slice this in half. Tonight I'm going to be having hamburgers for dinner. Coleslaw is going to be our side, but I'm going to make a little bit more because I'm also making some barbecue tomorrow. And won't this go nicely with the barbecue? So I am not going to chop mine extremely thinly. I'm not going to shred it because I do like the more substantial feel of my coleslaw. If you like yours a little bit thinner, go ahead and shape it with your box grater. Zap it in your food processor. Or go to your store and grab the one that's already done for you for ease and convenience. But I've just gone ahead and sliced mine in half here And I've gone ahead and sliced it in half down the center. And then I'm going to take my knife and I'm just going to go like this and give it a rough shave. Again, because I want mine to be substantial. My mother had this chopper. It kind of looked like a biscuit cutter, except it was very sharp. I had a knife, and she would go like that, and she would do it by hand, and she would make a huge vat of it. And the woman was strong, like nobody's business. But, yeah, just straight down. I'm not worried about it. However you get there, however you cut your coleslaw, go ahead and do it. Gordon Ramsay won't mind if you're a little informal. And I bet he loves coleslaw. I'm just going to go ahead and do the sides. Going to leave the core in the middle. And that's either for the bunny rabbits or the compost pile. Maybe a little bit of both. Throw that all in there. If you find any really big pieces, you can just chop those. Okay. Fantastic. I also have some dried cranberries. You could use dried cherries, you could use raisins. And that's about a half a cup as well. There we go. We'll go ahead and put those in. I've got this itty bitty teeny tiny apple. This is my last one from Bountiful Baskets. And I'm going to go ahead and chop that. So when I'm chopping an apple, I usually just go ahead and quarter it straight down from the middle, not too far in, and then I'm left with the core and bunny rabbits. Let's go ahead and give these a slice up here, and then I'm going to give these a small dice, just like that. And that's about the size of my pieces. We'll just throw those in. The apple cider vinegar, the lemon juice from the mayonnaise will prevent your apples from turning dark inside of your coleslaw. So no need to worry about that. Check out my nuts here, make sure I'm not burning them up. You need just a few more minutes. You can smell them start to toast. They smell really good. Those macadamias, I don't know about you, but I love them. And sometimes buying like one of those no salted nut mixtures, like at Costco in the big container, that's a great way to buy nuts for cooking, because you can force them out and enjoy them. You can even salt them at home if you feel like it, and then you have nuts that are ready to go for a salad topping, or maybe in an Asian dish or something like that, or coleslaw. All right, so there we go. We've got our apples and our carrots. Oh, we don't have carrots. We got a few baby carrots. I got a few left. And again, we're making this chunky because that's how I like it. If you wanted shredded cabbage and shredded carrots, and you could even shred your apples, then go for it. I just have these baby carrots in the refrigerator, and I need to move them on along because I'm getting tired of looking at them. And you know, the ads, they're going to come out. I haven't gotten mine yet, but I'm hoping today. I'm hoping it's my ad day today. I like this coleslaw mix because It has everything in it, and it's great as a side dish. One night this week, I'm also going to make this into part of my main dish. So I will have this coleslaw, and then I will put a little bit of sliced barbecue on it, and that will be my whole meal, is the coleslaw and the barbecue together. So, you know, just another really great, yummy, delicious way to get in plenty of fruits and veg, and also it's a little bit lighter. Yesterday we got to 99 degrees here in Phoenix. It is only April 12th. Yesterday was the 11th. Yesterday was the 11th? Yeah. Yesterday was the 11th. Anyhow, yep, we were already up to 99 degrees. So as it gets hotter, I like to eat lighter and lighter and try not to heat up the house with a bunch of work at the stove or turning the oven on too much. But you get tired of sandwiches all the time. So a nice salad, a nice grilled piece of meat, maybe something off the George Foreman. All right, got my nuts all toasted up. Just gonna go ahead and toss them right in there. I'm also gonna add some of these sunflower kernels. Why not? The more the merrier. Got these at the dollar store. And I keep them in my refrigerator to keep them lovely and delicious, because things go rancid so fast here. Make sure I got those back in. And then let's go ahead and grab some tongs. And we're just going to give this a toss up. But there's nothing that says that your coleslaw has to be finely shredded, or that you have to spend a lot of time chopping. We put this together in a little bit of no time. You could add a can of chicken in here. You could have leftover chicken breast and just chop it up. That could be the whole meal. Absolutely. All right. Looks delicious. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is a pretty full bowl, and this is not a lot of dressing. And I am completely okay with that, because the salt and the sugars inside of this dressing will actually cause the cabbage to wilt and will create excess juice. And that might make your coleslaw a little bit runny or overdressed if you added too much dressing to it. So I think this is just about the right combination here for me. And I'm going to go ahead and pour that on in here. Coleslaw is better after it sets. So like, it's 1 o'clock now. We're not going to eat until 7 o'clock when Jeopardy comes on. So that's just fine. It's going to have plenty of time in the refrigerator to wilt that cabbage a little bit, for all of the seasonings and the dressing to marinate and mix up and be absolutely creamy and delicious. And we'll just work that on in here a little bit. And as you're working it, you can already see it start to reduce. You will have more than enough dressing. I like to think that about half the amount of dressing that I would normally put into a salad is just right for coleslaw, because I don't like mine too watery. I want it to be just right. You could chop your nuts if you felt like it. I just think this is very informal and very fun, and a salad does not have to be fussy. It can be. Nothing wrong with fussy. I'm a little bit fussy, but not with my coleslaw. Make sure you get all of your yum-yums up from the bottom. Even a can of tuna would be good in here. Oh, or ahi tuna steak, grilled medium, set right up on top. Delicious. And then I'm going to go ahead and just give it a little extra sprinkle of the tuna chachers. And there we go. All done. Doesn't it look delicious? That just screams, eat me summer salad, yay, hooray. Yay, coleslaw. Cover this with plastic wrap. Like I said, tonight I'm going to serve this alongside of hamburgers. I'm going to do this instead of french fries. We're going to get our extra fruits, our veg in, all those things. Maybe a little bit more nutritious than french fries. Here's hoping. Hey, thanks for watching Crazy But Not Dangerous. Be good, be careful, look both ways. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.